You don't feel sad. You don't feel happy either. You feel flat. Life happens around you, not inside you. Conversations pass. Moments end. People leave, and nothing fully lands. You can smile at the right times, say the right things, function perfectly well. But inside, it's quiet in a way that feels unnatural. Like a room where the lights have been turned off for so long that your eyes stop trying to adjust. This is the paradox no one talks about. The emotional numbness that once saved you is now the very thing isolating you. At some point, feeling less was safer than feeling everything. Not feeling became protection. Detachment became control. But protection has a cost. And the cost is aliveness. This isn't about weakness. This is about a nervous system that learned one core lesson early on. Feeling was dangerous. Emotional numbness isn't the absence of emotion. It's the suppression of it. Psychologically, this state is often rooted in dissociation, a nervous system response where the mind distances itself from overwhelming emotional input. When a child grows up in environments where emotions are ignored, punished, or weaponized, the brain adapts by turning the volume down. Another key concept is avoidant attachment. When emotional needs are consistently unmet, the psyche learns. Needing leads to disappointment. So it stops asking. It stops reaching. Eventually, it stops feeling. Neurologically, chronic emotional suppression alters how the brain's limbic system communicates with the prefrontal cortex. The emotional signals are still there, but they're muted before they reach conscious awareness. Like messages intercepted before delivery. Think of it as emotional anesthesia. You don't feel the pain, but you don't feel the warmth either. This isn't a personality trait. It's a learned survival response. What numbness steals is subtle, but devastating. It steals joy before you notice it's gone. It steals grief before it can be processed. It steals desire, curiosity, longing. You trade authenticity for stability. You trade vulnerability for predictability. You trade depth for safety. Carl Jung warned, what we resist persists. But what we numb doesn't disappear, it waits. Underneath the numbness is not emptiness. It's unexpressed emotion, unmourned loss, unfelt anger, unreceived love. The core fear driving emotional numbness is simple and terrifying. If I feel fully, I might fall apart. So instead, you live half present, half connected, half alive. And the tragedy is this. The same wall that protects you from pain also blocks intimacy, meaning, and love. In adulthood, this pattern wears many disguises. You might feel disconnected in relationships, not because you don't care, but because closeness feels foreign. Intimacy triggers discomfort, not warmth. You might intellectualize emotions, explaining them instead of experiencing them. You analyze pain instead of feeling it. You might struggle with motivation, not from laziness, but because desire requires emotional access, and yours has been shut down for years. At work, you may overfunction, staying productive while feeling empty. Achievement becomes a substitute for fulfillment. Your boundaries may be unclear, not because you don't have them, but because numbness makes it hard to sense when something hurts. Internally, your self-talk might sound calm, but detached. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't care. But the truth is, you care deeply. You just learn not to show it, not even to yourself. These are not flaws. They are adaptations. And healing doesn't begin by forcing yourself to feel more. It begins by witnessing the numbness without judgment. Healing emotional numbness is not about tearing down defenses overnight. It's about teaching the nervous system that softness is no longer a threat. Practices like inner child reparenting help restore emotional safety, offering validation where it was once absent. Nervous system regulation, through breath, movement, and stillness, slowly reopens emotional channels. The goal is not emotional flooding. The goal is emotional permission. As philosopher Rollo May wrote, the opposite of courage is not cowardice, it is conformity. And numbness is a form of conformity to survival. You don't need to be fixed. You were never broken. Your numbness was intelligent. It kept you alive when feeling was too costly. Now, the work is gentler. To choose presence over protection, connection over control, wholeness over survival. And the moment you stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what happened to me? Is the moment healing truly begins. If this resonated, sit with it. Share it with someone who feels quietly disconnected. And remember, you are not empty. You are protected. And protection can be unlearned. slowly, safely, fully.